In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that you need to create a high converting affiliate marketing website using WordPress in 2024. If you want to make real money with affiliate marketing, you have to have a strong foundation. So I'm going to cover everything that you need, from setting up your site for maximum profits to how to sign up for affiliate programs. So stick around to the end of the video because this is going to give you all of the insights that you need for success. Now, this video is only going to have 2 chapters. First, I'm going to show you how to build a website. And then second, I'm going to show you how to use the affiliate marketing side of your website. So first, I'm going to show you how to get your own website up and running with your own custom domain name and web hosting in the first chapter. And then second, I'll show you guys how to customize everything to make it look exactly the way that you want. And then after that, in the second chapter, I'm going to show you guys everything about affiliate marketing. I'm going to talk to you about how to create a blog post and how to write posts for yourself, and also how to use AI. I'm going to show you guys how to sign up for affiliate programs, on how to gather affiliate links so that you can insert them into your website and start making money. So with all of that out of the way, let's jump right into chapter 1. In order to get a website up and running and officially online, you have to sign up for 2 things, and these are non-negotiable. You have to have a domain name and you have to get some web hosting. Now, a domain name is the address to your website. It's where people will go to find your website, and it looks something like yourwebsite.com. And then web hosting, on the other hand, is just renting space on a server that's connected to the internet. Now, there's a lot of hosting companies out there that you can choose from, and you can always look for what's right for you. I always personally recommend Hostinger for all of my followers because they have the most affordable prices, and I've got to say their service is absolutely top tier. I could go into all of the specific reasons why I personally love them, but I don't want to waste your time, so you can just take my word for it. They're a wonderful company to partner with, so that's who I'm going to be using for today's example. And I'll make it easy for you. Just click on the very first link that's down in the description, or you can go to createaprowebsite.com/Hostinger, and you'll be met with a page that looks like this. So from here, you're just going to scroll on down, and you'll see that we have 3 different plans available. We have the premium, business, and the cloud startup plan. Now, I always recommend the business plan because of all of the additional features that you get for the affordable price that you're paying. I'll let you guys kind of go through all of these, but to name a few, you get free email, free SSL certificates, you get your free domain name as well, which is the $9.99 value. But the most important thing that you get for free in this business plan that you will not get inside of the premium plan that we are going to use in this tutorial is right here. It's the WordPress AI tools. You'll see that in the business plan, there's a check mark and it's not included here. So if you guys want to follow along and use the AI features that I use, you might want to sign up for the business plan, which is what I always recommend anyways. But click on choose plan from here. All right, and so next you get to choose your period right here, basically how often you're going to make payments. And we have 1, 12, 24, and 48 months. I always just select 12 months because you're paying for 2 things here. You're getting your web hosting, which is the $3.59 a month, but you're also getting your domain name right here, which is your domain name registration, which is also for 1 year. So I usually do the 1 year for my hosting as well as my domain so that they both kind of line up. But of course, you get a bigger discount if you go for the 48. So 48 months, you save $480 as opposed to only saving $120. So that's totally up to you guys, whatever you want to do. If you plan on being here a while and having this website for a long time, then maybe you want to set up for the 48, but you can always upgrade later. So you don't have to, stick to the 12. You can start with 12 just like me, or the 1 month if you want to get your feet wet, and then move up later. So that's up to you guys. I'm going to select 12 and move on down. Next, you get to create your account with Hostinger. So you're literally just creating your Hostinger account. Just give them an email, a password, and this is what you'll use to log into your website every single time. And then right after that, we just enter in our business checkout information. So enter in your card information here, and then also just make sure that your coupon is applied right here for Create a Pro Website, and that'll get you an additional percentage off. So just put in your address, your credit card information, or whatever you want to use, and then click on Secure Payment, and I'll see you guys on the next screen. All right, so after you fill out your checking information, you'll have this screen right here, which is like Hostinger's little onboard screen. So what we get to do is say, I'll create a website, because we're not migrating one, we're building one brand new. So we click right here and say next. And then after that, we're going to be choosing WordPress, which is like 41% of the entire internet uses WordPress. It's one of the most popular platforms out there. So that's what we're using today. We'll say next. And then next, immediately we get to create our WordPress account. So it's not the same thing as our Hostinger account, which we created like 1 page ago. Now we're creating our WordPress account. So let's go ahead and just put in our own password here. And then once you're done, click on next. It's going to ask, what kind of a website do you want to build? We're going to be building a blog website today. So click on that one and say next. It's going to ask if you want to install a template, but I'm going to show you guys how to do that literally in the next step, but with the correct software, correct theme, and everything like that. So we're not going to use one of these pre-built templates. So you can just say create blank site, just like this. Next, it's going to ask if you want to have some plugins installed before you even get to your website. To be honest, you can leave these if you want. They're not going to hurt you or anything like that, but I'll go ahead and uninstall maybe these 4. We'll keep WP Forms, and then we'll say next. And then after this, it's going to ask if we want to generate some blog content with AI. To be honest, we could do this right now. All you have to do is put in your brand name, which is like your company name, and then give a little description, and it'll generate some text for you that you can use in different places on your website. To be honest, I'm going to show you guys how to do this a little bit later with the same AI that it's asking for right now, but we're just going to do it later when it's more on the affiliate blog side. So that being the case, we'll just say skip. And next we get to choose our domain name. So you guys can choose whatever your business name is. You obviously want that to be your domain name. So I'll probably try something like, okay, so I'm going to do CAPW, which just stands for Create a Pro Website. So CAPWhikingdream.com, because I'm going to be showing you guys a blog website about hiking, and we're going to sell hiking related products. That's just the example that I chose for today. So CAPWhikingdream.com. We'll see that it's available right down here. You have a whole bunch of other domains as well. You've got .me, .io, .in, .fun. You could do .org, whatever you guys wanted to do. I always recommend a .com because it's the most professional looking and the most common when people are looking for websites. So that's what I'm going to do. And whenever you have a domain name that's available, you click on next, just like this. Next, I'm going to say finish registration, and we'll wait to be taken to our H panel. Well, first, I think it's going to ask for our CDN services. Yep, so now it's going to ask for our CDN services right here. And so basically a CDN is a content delivery network. It basically just allows them to have your website load faster for everybody else. It says it right here. So it ensures faster load times for your target audience. So basically, if you think people in Texas are going to look at your website the most, which would be your target audience, then you want to select a server that is closest to those people so it takes the least amount of time to load. I could spend, 20 minutes explaining to you guys what a CDN is and how it works and how amazing they are. It's included in your hosting plan, so it's really nice. Just make sure you select whichever ping is closest to you. So I'm going to select Arizona just like this because I'm in Texas, and click on next. Finally, it's going to install WordPress and then automatically redirects you to your H panel. All right, so welcome to your website H panel. I do not expect you to need to know what any of this stuff means back here or what any of these settings do over here. The only thing that we're gonna do is just click on the W button right here, the admin panel, and it's gonna open a new tab and completely redirect you to your WordPress dashboard. And if you guys remember a second ago, we created your WordPress account. We're gonna be building your entire website with WordPress. So we don't have to do any changes in the back end of your hostinger. This is kind of essentially your server side settings where you can do like PHP settings, configuration. You guys can see what's going on with your domain and with your hosting plan. This, however, is your WordPress dashboard. And you can click on dashboard right here on the left-hand side, because a second ago you were in the hostinger tab, but this is your WordPress dashboard. And this is where we're going to spend the rest of the tutorial inside of and how we're going to customize your website. Now, I do want to make one thing clear before I finish this domain and hosting step. You'll notice right here that mine says your domain is connecting to hostinger with a big old X right here. It's okay. It says we're connecting your domain to the name servers. It may take about 3 minutes. Your website won't be visible online until then. That's it. It's basically just saying, hey, we're setting everything up in the background for you, so just give us a second and your website will be online in a few minutes. And that's perfectly fine. Whether you have a notification right here that says that, or it says your domain isn't active but pending, one of those two things basically just means your website's propagating. And propagation is just a big word saying that hostinger's taken the new domain that you just bought, and it's telling everybody in the world, hey, this one's taken now, he just bought it, and that's it. So they're sending it out and updating all the servers around the world, so it's just letting the whole internet know that you just purchased this domain name. And again, sometimes it only takes a few minutes, like they're estimating it's going to take about 3 minutes for me, but sometimes it'll take a few hours. You can just kind of keep coming back to your hostinger H panel and seeing if you can click on your website name right here, because whenever your domain's finally active and online, you'll be able to click on your name and it'll be a URL to your actual website. So right now I'm clicking on it, nothing's happening, and that's because obviously it's still pending. So no big deal. So again, just click on the admin panel button right here and you'll be taken to your WordPress dashboard. And by the way, regardless of your status, you'll notice that mine isn't finished propagating yet, and I can still go to my WordPress dashboard and start making changes. So even if your domain name isn't ready yet either, you can still continue to follow along with the tutorial with no impingement or anything like that. So we can click on the dashboard and now we're here. All right, now you have your domain name and hosting all set up, so now it's time to download a complete template. Now, even as a pro web designer who's been building websites for like half a decade, I still always download website templates to save myself a whole bunch of time. That's what I'm gonna have you do today. Instead of building an entire website from scratch, which would take hours, we're gonna download a complete website template for free, and all you have to do is just swap out your pictures and text, and you're pretty much done. It makes things so much easier, so just trust me here. So in order to download a template, we have to first download a plugin. So we're gonna go over here to the left-hand side. This is our main menu. We're gonna go to plugins, hover your mouse over it, and then you can click on add new right here. And so you can think of the plugins tab as like the app store. So these are all apps like you would download onto your phone and it could do something cool. It's the same thing for your website. They're just called plugins. So from your plugins page, we're gonna go to the search bar in the top right corner and we'll look for starter templates. Just like this. The name's kind of intuitive, if you know what I mean. So starter templates, we're gonna click on install now. And then as soon as it's done installing, we'll click on activate, just like this. And then as soon as you click on activate, you should be taken to your installed plugins page right here. You'll see instead of add new, which is like the app store, installed plugins is just a list of all of the plugins you have already installed on your website. You'll notice that Hostinger already has 3 of their plugins installed, and that's how this function right here works. You'll see Lightspeed Cache, and then starter templates and WP Forms, which if you remember, WP Forms was the one that automatically installed at the beginning. But anyways, from here, you're gonna click on Get Started. Now, if for some reason you weren't taken to your installed plugins page, and for some reason you were taken to your dashboard, just go to the plugins tab and click on Installed, and it'll take you to the same page. But from here, we're gonna click on Get Started. And so now you'll see that this is starter templates. We can do with AI, and you have to go create an account with ZipWP, and it's like a pain. Or you can do regular templates. And so we're gonna do a regular template. So build a regular template. And then this is the most important step of this entire tutorial. Please listen right here. You make sure to the top right corner, you select Elementor. If you select a different page builder right here or leave it on block editor, your template is gonna be incorrect. It'll be for a different software and you won't even be able to follow along with me. I know they look identical, you'll notice right there. See how they barely change, but just make sure Elementor is the one that you have selected. Okay, once you do that, you have a ton of different categories right here. You're just searching through all of the templates that they have. These are all websites that you can use. You'll see that they have business websites. You could do construction, real estate, transport, anything like that. You could do personal, like a portfolio site. You could do e-commerce websites, like an online shop, clothing, jewelry, whatever you want. Blog websites, the list goes on. But what we're gonna do is scroll on down, and I'm just gonna pick this basic one because I wanna keep this as simple as possible for you guys. But of course, you can pick whatever template you want and still follow along with me. It's just your pictures are gonna look different from mine. That's basically all it is. But I'm gonna click on this one right here, Planet Earth. When you click on it, you get a preview over here on the right-hand side, and then on the left-hand side is where you can change the colors and font. So you get like a full preview of the website. You'll notice that I can change the colors, and then all of this blue, you know, the blue right there changes to red now. It's all red, yellow. You get the idea, which I'm going to select blue, by the way. Actually, I'll probably do more of like a teal color. So something like this, maybe. Do they have anything lighter? Not really, do they? Okay, well, I'm gonna select more of like this light blue color, but I'll show you guys how to change this later to be whatever color you want. And then after that, you also have your font categories, which you can click on, you know, all these different categories like this to change the fonts, or you can just click on the little refresh button to go back to the original font, just like this. You can also upload your logo if you already have it, and it'll appear right here, but I'm gonna show you guys how to get a logo later, so we'll just leave that one blank. We're gonna click on continue right here. It's gonna ask if you want any additional features. I'm gonna say skip this step, and then you can also choose to not share your non-sensitive data. That's just what I do, but you guys can do whatever you'd like. You do not have to fill out this top information right here. All you got to do is just make sure you're installing the Astra theme and click on submit and build my website. And this will take you just like a minute or two. So I'll see you guys when it's done. All right, and you'll see now, congratulations, your website only took 14 seconds to build, which totally isn't right. I think it took a little bit longer than that, but whatever. We'll click on view your website right here, and it's going to open up a preview of your website. Now, you'll notice right here, it's gonna say, this is a preview of your website. It's also gonna say it in your domain name up here. And again, that's because your website is probably still propagating, and that's totally okay. I'm gonna keep working on this tutorial on this website, regardless of it being in that preview mode, just to show you guys that it's totally fine. But halfway through this tutorial, I'm sure that's just up and gonna disappear because the propagation will finish. So it's not a big deal. But anyways, now whenever someone goes to your domain name, so capwhiking.com, obviously again, it says preview, but just ignore that for now. Whenever they go to your actual domain name, this is what they're gonna see right here. So you can scroll through and you'll see that your entire website's here. We can go to the About page if we want to. And so this is the About page, the Services page, and a contact page. It's a very basic website, but it gets the job done, right? Well, I'm gonna show you guys in the next step how to customize this template. But again, you'll always notice that I open things on new tabs, so I can always bounce back to my dashboard. If you guys didn't do that and you need to get back to your dashboard, just hover your mouse over your website name right here in the corner and click on Dashboard right here, and it will take you back to your WordPress dashboard. So I'll close out of those two tabs, and actually, we don't even really need this Hostinger tab anymore. We can just close out of that as well, because we're gonna be staying inside of Elementor, or excuse me, WordPress. That was easy. So now that we have a template downloaded, it's time to start customizing it by swapping out all of those pictures and text that I was talking about. I'm going to show you guys how to use Elementor to customize your website to fit your brand. And then after that, I'll show you how to customize your header and your footer of the website. And then at the very end, we'll double check your mobile responsive mode to make sure that your website looks good on all platforms of viewing, like desktop versus mobile. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so to edit your website inside of Elementor, which is a drag and drop page builder, it makes it really easy. You don't have to know how to code or anything like that. It makes it really fun. First, you're going to open up your website on a new tab, which again, mine is still in preview mode. That's why it has all this gibberish up here. But once the preview is done, it's just going to say your full website name right here. That'll be it. Regardless, whenever you click on your name right here, it's going to open up your website. But again, I always open on a new tab so that I can bounce back to this dashboard whenever I need to. Okay, so you're inside of your WordPress or your website right here. If you close out of that little banner that says this is a preview, you'll see your admin banner right here, which is this dark banner up on top. And this does not show to your visitors. It only shows whenever you're logged in to the back end of your website, which we are, as you can see. So whenever you're logged in, this bar shows, but it will not show for your visitors. From looking at your website, just click on Edit with Elementor right here. And that's how we're going to be editing our website and customizing it. And you can close out of all of this stuff as well. Okay, so welcomed inside of Elementor. Elementor is the drag and drop page builder that we're going to use. And when I say drag and drop, I mean, if I want to drag like an image into my website, I just drag it, pick where I want it to go, like this. And then you don't have to follow along with me, but I could just put a picture in here, for example. Let's just pick a random one. And now I have this little picture inside of my website, but I'm going to right click and say delete. So anyways, that's the drag and drop functionality that I was talking about, is you can just drag whatever you want into your website, and now I have a video that will display on my website, but I'm gonna just delete that as well. So that's the drag and drop part of Elementor. But let me go ahead and just kind of explain to you how this works. First of all, you have containers, which if I hover my mouse over this gray box, you'll see it's a container, and it's kind of logical. You just put things inside of containers, right? That's what you do in real life, so that's what you do in Elementor. So we've got this gray container, and inside the container, we have a spacer, which I don't know why that's there. And then we have a heading text right here, and a button right here. And you'll see on the left-hand side, whenever I click on something to edit it, like a button, you'll see that I'm editing the button right here. And then if I click on the text, I'm editing the text right here. Right? So these are elements inside of a container, which is the gray box right here. First thing I want you to do is just delete this stupid spacer. I don't know why it's in here. So just right click on it and say delete, and it'll remove that spacer. And I'm going to show you guys how to, make changes to your website. But just do that for me because that was bothering me. Okay, so we have these elements, which are basically like widgets or elements or, parts of a website inside of a container. Now, this container is inside of what's called a section or like a big container. It's like the background. And so you'll see that this area down here is another big background section. It's whenever it has this big old pink box all the way around the whole background. Scroll down further. Now you see how my pink line goes all the way around this. It's like a section of the website. And you'll see it always has this little tab above it. There's another tab right there. Same with this one. That would be like, this is the hero section. This is like the services section, an about section, a call to action section where you're saying, hey, come talk to us, calling them to action. Anytime you want to change a background element, like the background image, the color, or something like that, you have to edit the background container, which I call it a background container, but for some reason, Elementor doesn't have differentiation in their titling. So this is a container that I'm editing with, these 6 dots right here, this whole big area. But then this is also a container. See how it still says edit container, but I'm editing the gray box? So don't ask me why they don't say section container and container. That would be lovely, but just kind of understand there's background containers and then there's the regular gray containers that just hold stuff. Super simple. Okay, let's talk about the 3 tabs on the left first. So these are all the settings. Whenever you click on something, these are all the settings that appear. You have the content, the style, and the advanced tabs. And that's just extra settings underneath all of these. Content is where you edit like the actual content that's inside of the element. Style is where you change things like the color. You see the little color right here, and you can change the color. It's where you change the color. It's where you change the font right here. So I can click on this and I can change the, okay, it's glitching out. There we go. You'll see I can change the font right here. That's under the style tab. And then the advanced tab is just where you deal with margins and padding, which we're barely going to touch, but I will show you guys how to use this. Okay, so that being the case, that's the setting on the left. This top bar has some important stuff as well. We have the plus button, which allows us to add new widgets. Again, I can just drag something in. We have site settings and structure, which you really do not have to touch these for this tutorial. So these are a little bit more of advanced features. You don't have to touch these. In the center, we have all of the pages on your website. So you'll notice if I were to view my website again on a new tab, as if I'm previewing it, you'll see how I have home, about, services, contact, and I can go to these pages and they're individual pages on my website. You'll see up here I have home, about, services, contact. So this is just how I can swap between pages. Like if I want to go edit my services page, I click on it and I go over here and now I'm editing my services page, as you can see. But we're going to go back to the home page. And you can close out of this annoying little preview banner. It's like, I get it. It says preview. I understand. Okay, so that's the center right here. And then you also have your mobile responsive mode, which if you click on the phone, it makes it look like you're looking through a phone. Same thing with laptop and then desktop. This is why downloading a template is so nice. If you built this from scratch, you'd have to build the website first for desktop. Then you would click on laptop or tablet and it would look terrible. So you'd have to go and make all these changes to make it look good again. Then you click on mobile and it would look terrible and you have to go make all these changes again. Because we downloaded a template, it's automatically responsive for all of these modes, so it looks good on every platform. So another huge reason why I download templates to just get myself started. Anyways, now that we have our template and we understand these three in the center, let's talk about this over here. We've got the publish button, which anytime I make a change, so for example, I drag this up and then I drag it back down. Anytime we make a change, you click on the pink publish button in the top right corner, and that publishes your work live to the internet and saves it. So it's like the save button. And then you also have the preview button, which will open up a preview of your website on a new tab, so you can just see all the changes you've made. Okay, so now let's talk about actually editing and customizing your website. First of all, if you don't have pictures ready to go for your website, you can go to a website called unsplash.com. So unsplash.com, these are a whole bunch of free images that you can just click on and literally just download for free right here and instantly download different sizes to your to your computer, and then you can upload them to your website. So you also have like search bar where you can search for mountains and you'll get a bunch of mountain pictures and hiking pictures and all of this stuff. You also want to make sure you click on license and go free, and then you'll have, these are all free images that you can install and use for your website. And you'll probably recognize half of the pictures that are on here with the pictures that I'm going to use for this tutorial today, because this is where I got them from, just for today's example. So if you don't have pictures and you need some, that's where you can get some for free. Okay, so let's go ahead and start customizing this website together. That way you guys learn kind of how everything works. First thing I want to do is edit the big background. So click on the 6 dots and you'll see whenever I hover my mouse over it, it'll say, oh, it's not doing it, hang on. It'll say edit container, right? And so now we're editing the container. You can also just right click out here and say edit container, and you're editing this background. Go to the style tab and you can change the background image. So you click on choose image, and we don't have any of our new pictures uploaded. So I'm gonna go and upload files directly from my computer, and I can go over here and I actually have all of my images ready to go. So I'm just gonna upload them all at the same time, and this might take us, oh wow, it's actually going kind of fast. Well, never mind. The rest of these are gonna take a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to when this is done, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so now all my pictures uploaded. It took a second. But once you guys upload your pictures, and again, I literally got these from unsplash.com. Whenever you want to change the background picture, you just pick an image, click on select, and boom, now we have a different picture in the background, and it looks really cool. I love this silhouette picture. But we still have some changes to make, okay? So first of all, I actually don't want to just do a 1 picture. I want to do 3. So instead, I'm going to click on slideshow right here under the background, and now I can select 3 images. So I'm going to select this one, and this one. Create new gallery, and this is my gallery. And so I can drag and drop these and replace the order. So it's gonna be sunset, picture of the girl, and then the mountain. Click on insert gallery. And now I have every 5 seconds, it's gonna change to a new picture. So any second now, there we go, switches pictures. Next, what I wanna do is click on Ken Burns effect, because it's gonna do this really cool slow zoom in which looks really nice. You can also switch it to out if you want. So it's going to zoom out, which I personally prefer in. You can change background size to cover, change background position to center. It's not going to do anything, but it's just good practice to make sure you have those set. And other than that, that's pretty good. But now you see how it's kind of hard to read the text off the background. Not this one, because it's, you know, pretty colorful up here. But once we put the text in the center, which is what I want to do, it'll be a little harder. You know what? First, let's actually fix that. Go to the layout tab. Still editing the background container, right? Go to the layout tab. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the, where is it? So justify content, we're going to change this to, well, row is fine, but change it to vertical down like this so that this makes more sense for you. And so justify content, we're going to justify it into the center. See how this looks like top, this looks like bottom, and this is center? Click center, and it's instantly going to put your stuff right here in the middle, which is nice. Okay, so see how it's kind of hard to read that text? Let's go back to the style tab. We'll go to the background overlay, just like this. You'll see that there's 4 underneath here. So you click on background overlay, and we're gonna add a classic solid color. So click here and let's just change it to like black. You could also be a little artistic and maybe do like an orange color and maybe kind of go like this, because see how I'm like adding orange to it? I figure since these are all sunset pictures, I could just add some like dark brown to it. And then you can go over here to the opacity tab and you can increase it to where it's all brown or no brown. And so kind of find a happy medium where it's easy to read the text a little bit easier, but you can still see the background pictures. So that looks good. Now we're finished with the background. I just want to edit these elements right here. So to do that, we can just click on Earth, and literally whenever you want to change text on your website, just click on it and you can literally just start typing. Just like this, and you see how I just changed it? Oh, my bad. There's one last thing I want to change inside of this background container. I forgot. You'll notice that when I hover, you see how the boxes end right here? I want it to be full width so it stretches to the edge. So edit the container, this background container with the 6 dots, go layout and change it from boxed to full width. And so now you'll see that these stretch all the way to the outside. Publish to save your work really fast because we've made a lot of changes. Okay, so now I can click on the text, go to the style tab, and I can increase the size by going to typography. And you can drag this and make it really big, something like this. I think that looks really good. But I'm also going to change the text color and make it white. So click on the globe instead of clicking like this and go to white. Okay, perfect. I think it's looking good so far. Click publish to save your work. Very nice. And so the next thing I'm going to do is right click on this heading text and say duplicate. I'm going to click on the text up above and I'll change the text to say something like EST. I don't know, let's just make up a date, 1990. Pretend this company's been around for, you know, couple decades. I'm going to change the font color again. Click on the globe. This is using the global color palette that comes with the template, because this is really important to use these colors, by the way. So I'm going to use theme color 1. Yeah, let's use theme color 1. It's important to make sure that you use this global color palette with the little globe icon right here, because later in just a few seconds, I'm going to show you guys how to change all of the colors on the website again, just like we did when we downloaded the template. And so if you're using the global color palette like this, then these colors will change along with all of the changings that you're trying to do. So just make sure you do that. I'm going to go to the typography tab and I'm going to reduce the size like crazy. Make it something like that. And I'm going to change the weight to something like 900. So it's bold. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Next, I'm going to click on Endless Potential. And let's just go ahead and type something out. Endless potential when you go outdoors. And again, whenever you edit text, you can just click on it and start typing directly on your screen. Or you can click on the text over here and it's the exact same thing. I'm going to go to the Style tab and change the text color to theme color 6 again, so it's white. I think that looks good. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is, well, we can also reduce the text size a little bit. Now that I look over at it, it's kind of big. So maybe like 30. I kind of like 30. But the last thing we can do is click on the plus button to add an element, and I'm going to add a divider right here. It's really hard to see. It's a black line. So first, I'm going to change it to white. So global color white, I guess. There we go. So you can kind of see it. I'll change the weight under the Style tab to like 3 or 4. There we go. So it's nice and thick. And then I'm going to change under the Content tab the width. You'll see how it goes from left to right, or right to left or whatever. If you click center, it will reduce to the center now. There we go. And so I want something like this. And then we could also go to the Style tab again and actually increase the gap, which just kind of makes the spacing a little bit more. So that's up to you. But other than that, do you see how we changed this hero section from like that generic picture in the background to like this really cool slideshow with the text and everything? We've got this button right here. Lastly, we have the button to edit. And I'm going to leave the text as explore, but you can change this to learn more. You can change this to read more. shop now, check out, read articles, whatever you want. But you can say explore and then have this link to a certain page on your website. Whenever you're editing a button, the only thing you need to know is changing the text that appears on the button and then changing the number sign to a URL. So if I were to put like delete this and say www.youtube.com, whenever you click on this button, it would instantly take you to YouTube. So that's just how buttons work. But I'm just gonna put the hashtag back because that's like a placeholder and you guys can kind of link this to wherever you want later. But whenever you're done, click on publish to save your work. I think the hero section looks great. This is obviously a hiking website, and this is going to be a blog all about hiking, so I think the pictures are very good too. Last thing that I'll do that I personally just like to do as an added touch, edit the background container again, so click on the 6 dots or just right click, and then go to the style tab under background. It's going every 5,000 milliseconds, which is 5 seconds. I'm going to change this to 6,000 so that it lasts a little bit longer. And I'm going to change the duration to like 700 or 800. Let's do 800, which is like a little bit more than half a second. I just want the picture to last for 6 seconds and I want the duration to be a little bit longer of the transition. See how smooth that gradient is? I think it's a lot less eye-catching and a lot less dramatic and like in your face. So I like to slow it down a little bit and it looks a little bit more dramatic. You can almost make this 1,000 and have like a really nice slow transition fade. So watch this every 5 seconds or 6 seconds. It's going to change right now. There we go. Oh, I like that. 1,000 is the magic number. I like how smooth that looks. So click on publish to save your work. All right, hero section done. We can move on down. So now you guys understand how to use Elementor just by making this hero section. I'll move a little bit faster now that we're editing other widgets, but I'm still going to show you guys how to make changes to everything. So first of all, Controller Command Z will undo something if you just did a mistake. Whenever you click on one of these image widgets, whenever you click on it, you can go over here to the picture under the content tab, and that's how you change the picture. So I'm just going to select my 3 vertical orientation pictures. So click here, and I'll change it to this one, and then click here, and I'll change it to this one. And so then I can click here, and I can change text just by clicking on it, right? You guys already know how to do this. And then we can change this one to something like high quality boots, and we can change this to survival backpacks. Something like that. I don't know. I'm making stuff up as I go. But as you can see, I'm talking about gloves, boots, and backpacks for hiking, right? And then what you could do is when you click on this picture, is it the picture? Okay, we're going to have to do the text. Click on the text right here, and you can either add a link right here, basically making it the same thing as this button right here, where if I add a URL like YouTube right here, so www.youtube.com, whenever you click on the text, it would take you to youtube.com, right? So I could add a link right here, or at the very bottom of all 3 of these, what you could do is just click on the plus button, and you could add a button. So right here, button, and you could say, you know, learn more, or read more, or something like that. And then you would have this link to maybe a blog category about gloves, maybe another button. So let's duplicate this. I'll right click and say duplicate and then just drag it over. Controller Command Z. Drag it over until it's underneath this text. Duplicate one more time, drag it over under this text, right? So that's how you do it. You would click on this button and change the link to go to a boots category for blog posts. Click on this button, change the link to go to a backpack category under your blog posts. So that's an idea. And again, later I'm going to show you guys under the chapter 2 where I talk about blogs and categories and all that. I'll show you guys how to link to buttons. But for now, just know that's where you would put the URL. So click on publish to save your work. All right, I think that looks good. Scroll on down more and we've got this very simple about section. So you can click on this. Again, it's a picture. So you can just change the picture to be something else. You know, you just pick whatever picture you want, something like this. Maybe you want a picture of your team members instead of a picture of a bridge, but I just didn't think that far ahead. And then again, you guys can just click on this text right here and just start typing. So you guys can put in your own little about paragraph, or you could go to ChatGPT on a new tab and insert your own text from there. And then lastly, we can edit this section, which is the call to action. So I'm going to edit the background by clicking on container right here. And then I go to the style tab and you can change the picture. The exact same thing that we did just a second ago for the hero section. I'm going to choose this cool picture in the background. It's on cover, center, so that looks good. I'm going to change the overlay, click on classic, and I can add an overlay of a color. So let's just kind of add a color here. I'll change this to like black as an overlay. We don't have to make it so dark. Or you could also make it green because those trees in the background are kind of green. So you could go something like this if you wanted to. Make it really dark green. Something like that maybe. I don't know. It's completely up to you guys. But that way, as you can see, it's like dark green like this as an overlay. And then we'll just change the text up a little bit. So click on the text, go to the style tab, and I can increase the size. So talk to us. right here. And then I can click on this text style tab and change the color to white. So theme color 6. It's a little bit easier to read. And then lastly, I don't like that there's less space on the top than there is on the bottom. I kind of want this centered. But the way that this template did it, you have to edit the background container again. So click on the 6 dots or right click. Go to the advanced tab and you'll see that this is padding right here. There's 200 on the bottom and 100 on the top. So I'm just going to click on the word top right here and drag until it's like 200 or so. You see how you can do that and you can visually see how much you want to add? Or you can literally just type in 200, just like that. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. Now, obviously, let me click on publish. Obviously, you can add more to this. I'm just showing you guys the basics of changing out your pictures and text. And now you can see it's a completely different website. Now it's all about hiking instead of Earth, which is what the template was. And that's all we had to do was just download pictures and text, right? Or swap them out. But you can obviously add sections. So if you want to add, so this is like services or like blog posts, and this is like about, maybe you want to have like a gallery. You can always click on the little plus button, which will add a new section in between these two sections. And then you could click on, you know, the plus button, like flex box, go like this. You don't have to follow along with me, but now you can create like a whole other section like this. And I'm going very fast. You don't have to follow along with me. But we could insert a gallery just like this. And I could pick, you know, 6 images. And I could say insert gallery, kaboom. And then I could change this to 3 columns, you know, and I could change this to large, just like that. Right? So I could have a gallery section in between and I could add some text on top if I really wanted to. Again, you really do not have to follow along with me. I'm just showing you what could be, right? Change it to portfolio just like this, and I could change it to be capitalized. You know, you could add new sections to your website literally that fast. Have like a little portfolio showing off different people hiking or something like that, right? But let me just go ahead and click on the X button to completely delete that. You could also add blocks. So you could click on the starter templates logo right here, click on the blocks tab, and you could say, ooh, I want, you know, let's do something like a testimonial section, for example. So we could look for testimonials right here. And then I could add something like this one's kind of cool. So you click on it and you say import block. And again, I'm just showing you what could be. You don't have to do this right now. I'm just kind of giving you some ideas. And now I have like this brand new testimonial section in here that's like a template. And then I could just change the text right here. So just click on it and, you know, type whatever the person actually said. Click right here and I could change her name. Click on the picture and I can choose a different person, right? Like this. And now it's a different person. And obviously you would upload the picture from your computer. So you click upload files and you'd upload a picture from your computer, right? But I'm just showing you guys that you guys can add more to the hero section or to the homepage. But for today, click on X. I'm just going to keep you guys with the basic template. That's all I'm going to do. I just wanted to show you your possibilities. Okay, so publish to save your work. Let's click on from homepage, go to the about page in the top center. And so now we have to edit this page as well. I'm going to go much faster just for the sake of time. And you guys can pause the video whenever you want and see exactly what I did and then go do it yourself. But you guys already know how to edit the background. So I'm going to change this picture to be something else and I'll go to my media library and I don't know, let's just pick a random picture. I'll focus on the center of the image and I'm also going to make sure that it's cover, make sure it doesn't repeat. I'm going to add a background overlay, maybe a greenish color again. So something like this, something really dark green, or maybe I'll just go black actually. I think black's probably better. And the text is fine, but I might increase the size a little bit. So from 70, we might go up to like 100. That looks good. And then we can change this picture to be probably like a picture of some team members. So let me just find a free image really fast. I'm just going to search for a team of people. Let's pretend this one's the picture I want. I'm going to say import. All right, so now I've got a picture of some people here. So this is our mission because it's the about page. So who are we? We're pretending that these are the employees of the company. And then I can change the background here as well. And you'll notice that just changing the background images really changes the website to look totally different. Because now as you can see, ooh, that's a bad picture for that. Let's pick something else. Now as you can see, the website looks totally different, right? So now it actually looks like a hiking website as opposed to a generic template. We'll do that, and then I can change the white background, or not white background, but you guys already know how to click text, go to the style tab, and I can change the color to white, right? And so that's the about page. Super fast and easy. Again, you guys already know if you want to change this text, you would change right here. Instead of saying, hey, my name is Tyler Moore or whatever, you'd click right here and you'd change this to be, you know, this is the about page. Our mission is this, and we've been working for 10 years, and we're a company based in Austin, and blah, 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 blah. So click on publish to save your work. And then we can switch over to the services page. Right? And to be honest, the services page, I actually don't think we need because we're not providing services. This is like if we were maybe doing services for like, you know, if we're a photographer and we're like, oh, I do, or a web designer, for example, I do web design, graphic design, and content writing. But we don't have services for an affiliate marketing website. So let me just show you guys, go to your website dashboard and we're going to go to pages and click on all pages. And again, open it on a new tab if you can. This is just a list of all of the pages on your website. I'm going to click on privacy policy and services, and I'm just going to go move them to trash. We don't need them. And then close out of that tab. And if we go back to the home page really fast, and let's refresh the page, gonna have to wait a second for Elementor to load. There we go. We get a double banner. Okay. But now you'll see that you don't have the services page because we don't need one for an affiliate marketing website. This template was built for anyone to use, so obviously they were imagining someone had services for their business, but we don't need to worry about it. We'll go to the contact page. And again, you guys know the drill. We're gonna change the background images. So let's change this to something else. I don't have that many pictures that I went and downloaded, so I'm kind of just using the same ones over and over again. Obviously, on your real website, you wouldn't want to use the same pictures over and over again, but you get the idea. We'll go to the Style tab while I'm editing the text, and we'll change this one to 100, just like we did the other one, so it's a little bit bigger. Scroll down and we have our contact area. So this is actually, I'll slow down for a second. This is important because we have to change our contact info as well as insert a contact form. So click right here into this box and you'll see we have a WP Forms button, which if you guys remember, WP Forms is one of the plugins that we had installed, right? Oh wow, is it not installed? Hang on, let me just double check something really fast here. Yeah, it's installed right there. Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. WP Forms right here. So that's that plugin that I told you guys to download when we were downloading the template. When you use it, it allows you to use contact forms just like this inside of your website. So again, just click on the box, come over here to form and select the only form that's available, which is the contact form, and it'll automatically populate. Super easy. On the right-hand side, we've got our contact info. So if you have your email, just click on it and you'll see the text over here and then here's the title. So email, something@tyler.com, something@tyler.com. So if I just change this text to be something like example, just like that, then now I have example@email.com and now it's displaying. You know, I could change this to be an address, for example, right? So I could just make a fake address and then this could say address, right? You guys get the idea. And then you'd also want to make sure you select an icon right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and change it back to email. So I'm going to search for an envelope. Oh, wow. Hang on. Let's go copy, paste style. All right. It's not copying the icon for some reason, which is weird. What I might do instead, here, let's just delete this one. I'm going to right click on this one and say duplicate so that my icon is, again, not the same for some reason. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's probably a glitch, no big deal. I'm gonna drag it up on top and we'll just change this to say email and we can change this to our email. Just like that. But you guys get the idea. You guys can click right here and change your phone number and you can change your address right here. Next, you have your social icons. So you click on it to edit and you'll see that we have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Play. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Play. If you want to delete one, you click on the X button. If you want to duplicate, you click on the little page button. If you want to add a new one, you click on Add New. And then if you want to edit one, so for example, this one, you click on Facebook, you'll see it's automatically using the Facebook logo. You just put in the URL to your Facebook account right here. If I'm using, instead of WordPress, let's do something like Instagram. So search for the icon, use it, and then you would put in your URL right here to your Instagram account. And then boom, now people click on this, it'll take them to your Instagram account. Super easy. You can rearrange them by just dragging and dropping like this. So now Instagram can be first. So that's basically how you do it. And it's automatically using the same colors as your entire website, so there's no point in going to the Style tab to change the color. Okay, so that is how you customize your website to make it match your brand. So we'll click on Publish to save our work. Next, I want to show you really fast how to change the global colors of your website, and then we'll focus on the header. So let's close out of this tab to exit out of Elementor, and we'll go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now, just in case you guys did not have a new tab open, which again, I always recommend you do, but if you did not have a new tab open, you have to click on the E button and say Exit to WordPress, and then it will take you back to this page. Then you have to click on the W again and say Leave. It'll take you to your Pages tab, and this is how you get back to your WordPress dashboard. Do you see why I like having my dashboard ready to just jump back to? It's so much faster. But anyways, so now that we're done customizing with Elementor, what we can do is we're gonna go to the Appearance tab and click on Customize right here, okay? So once you click on Customize, you'll be using the Astra theme right here. You can see Astra theme. We're going to use the Astra theme to customize your header, which is this up here, your footer, which is this down below, and also how to add a logo and change your global colors. Okay, so let's do the colors first. Go to the Global tab, and then click on colors. And you'll see that it's using these colors for your entire website, right? There's theme color 6, which is white. If I were to change this to any other color, for example, you'll see that anywhere where I use theme color 6, it changes that white to red. So now all my text and backgrounds are red. Let's go ahead and just put that right back to white. But we can change these colors. So for example, if I want a little bit more of like a greenish teal, a little more saturation to it, something like this, now you'll see that everywhere on my website, it's using this color. I'm gonna copy that code and paste it right here. And so now everywhere on my website, it's using this color right here on my website. So now you can see it's changed it to like that more greenish color. There's those buttons. Everything on the website has changed. So this is where I'd recommend changing your colors, not inside of Elementor. That way you can always change your colors and rebrand your website whenever you want. Anyways, when you have the colors that you would like, oh, let's change these two as well really fast. And I'll show you guys what these do later, but change the content background to be all the way on the left-hand side and slightly underneath completely white. So it's like gray and completely white. Perfect. Whenever you're done making changes, click on publish right here. And that's the same thing as clicking publish in the top right corner when you're in Elementor. It saves your work. So click on the back button. And now let's focus on the header of your website. So the header is really easy to edit. We're going to go ahead and click on header builder right here. And you'll see you have your logo over here on the left. And down here, you have your logo on the left. On the right, we have our menu. And on the right, we have our menu. So there's a little visual representation down below of what's happening above. If you guys want to edit your logo, you click on site title and logo right here. And then you can add your logo. If you don't have a logo and you need one for free, I can show you where to get one for free, but it's not that good. Go to logo.com and create an account with them, and it's free. I'm gonna go ahead and sign into mine right now. So once you sign into your account, you're gonna wanna go over to brand and click on your logos right here. And then you're going to click on create new logo. You'll see that I've used this to create logos before for previous tutorials, but you're only allowed to have 5 in the free version. So let me delete a logo really fast. And now we're good to go. So click on create new logo. And again, this is free. You're going to enter in your business name, which my business name is CAPW Hiking Dream. Next, enter your slogan, which I don't really have a slogan. So we're just going to copy this one right here. Endless potential when you go outdoors. And then you want to enter in your industry, which let's see if they have something for hiking. I guess it's hiking area, whatever. And then you get keywords, which it automatically pulls from your title. Stuff like that. You can add 5 if you want. I'm going to say next. And then it's going to automatically generate some kind of lame looking logos, but they're free. So it's up to you guys. If you need a free logo, this is how you can do it. I'm just going to pick one that I think looks good. Hopefully one with an icon would be nice. Do we have more? I was looking for one with a mountain maybe. I mean, this one's not bad. I kind of like this one a lot, actually. Let's click on it. Customize right here. And now you have your logo and you can customize it. You can change this red color by clicking here. There's the background color, slogan color, and icon color. I'm going to change my slogan and icon to be white. Actually, let's change my icon to be that same color code that I pulled from my website just a little while ago. Oh, Control-Alt-Delete. Let's go ahead and pull that color right now. Okay, so the way that I do it is you have to go back to the global colors here, and we'll pull this color code. Control C, and I'll go back to my logo so we're ready to paste this when we're done. Okay, so I'm going to paste this right here. There's my color for my logo. It looks like it's also pulling for the text for some reason. Not sure why. We might be able to change some stuff in a little bit here. Let's go colors, business color. Yeah, it's picking weird. It's kind of doing some weird stuff right now. So I'm just going to make everything white and call it a day. Let's go white. I really don't know why it's taking that red color right there. I don't know where that's coming from. And I'm almost too lazy to try and fix that. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be stuck with that red color for some reason. Whatever, you get the idea. You guys can customize your colors right here. And once you guys like the logo that you have, you would go over here to the right and click on Get Logo. I'm going to say download right here, and it's going to say, how do you want it? And you want the high resolution logo color on a transparent background, just like this. So I'm going to say download. And just like that, completely for free, you see that it just downloaded to my computer. Good to go. Now I'm also going to go back and edit the logo again. So let's go ahead and go back to my logos. Click on my logo that I just created, which was logo files. We're going to go back to this one. I'm trying to edit it, and it's not letting me for some reason download. Oh, just kidding. That just downloaded another zip file with all of these in here. I'm trying to edit this logo again, which is weird why it's not letting me edit. So let me try refreshing the page. Go back to my logos. Ah, there we go. So there's Hiking Dream. From here, I want to edit the logo, which I should be able to. Oh, I guess I'm not. Oh, edit your logo. There it is. Takes a second to learn where everything is again. And I'm going to change everything to black now. Slogan color to black and icon color to black. Get my logo. and download and high resolution file on a transparent background. And now we can close out of that tab. The reason for that is you want on the pages where you're gonna have a light colored header, you want a dark picture, but on a dark picture like these backgrounds, you want a light picture, right? Because it's hard to see the black on black. So let's go ahead and add our main logo. So change logo, upload files, select files from my computer. Under the downloads, I have this one and this one to upload at the same time. All right, and so for my main logo, I'm gonna install the black one, and I'm gonna skip cropping, so it uses the whole thing. And then make sure you click on remove for the retina logo right here. And now you'll see my logo is visible. Logo width allows you to increase the size, so we can make it something like this, a little easier to read. And there you go. Now you're probably thinking, why didn't you use the white one here? Well, click on publish to save your work. And we're gonna go back to the transparent header. And from here, we're gonna use a different transparent logo. And this time we're gonna use the white one and skip the cropping again. Well, it's gonna do it automatically, it looks like. So now I have my white logo up here, which you cannot see because it's too small. Let me make it bigger. Publish. And this glitches sometimes, so just refresh the page real fast and you'll be able to see it. Okay, I don't know why it's glitching out, but it's not showing the logo even though I have it enabled on my website. So we have our logo right here, but everything is good. It's just doing a weird glitch issue, which actually one small fix that sometimes fixes this. You don't have to follow along with me, but let's deactivate the Lightspeed cache. I'm not joking, this might just fix this right now. We're gonna do that. We're gonna close out of this tab and let me just see if it fixed it. Okay, wow, so it's just wanting to be a butt for some reason. Let me try one more thing. We'll do a hard reload, and then we're also gonna do an empty the cache reload. All right, and we'll empty the cache and do a hard reload. There we go. Remove that. And our logo is still not visible for some reason. Okay, well, you're gonna have to take my word for it. That usually works, but trust me, when you build websites, there is always something that goes wrong when you're working on your website. And this is just one of them, where I'm sure in like tomorrow, it's gonna be perfectly fine, and my logo is gonna be visible. But for now, for some dumb reason, my logo is not visible. Oops, didn't mean to hit the back button. And that's okay. It happens to the best of us. And let me tell you, I don't think I've ever built a website where the website didn't glitch in one weird way. But for now, what we can do, just so I can show you guys, is I could totally disable this. And we can just upload the correct logo right here. And it's gonna be hard to see on a white background. So I'll show you guys what I mean later, but skip the cropping, install the white logo. That's what it's supposed to look like when you're freaking done. But you know, it happens to the best of us. So now we have our logo. Let's go ahead and work on our navigation bar over here. So what we're gonna do is, instead of being inside of the header builder, we're actually gonna go down to menus over here. Well, actually, first, go back into the header builder and we can change the color so it's easier to see. So we can go to transparent header right here, design tab, and you'll see it's black and green and it's black and green. So let's change this to white and then we'll change this to our blue color, just like that. And now you'll see that it matches our website. And there's home, about, contact, because we have 3 pages on our website. Click on publish to save your work. And we are done with the navigation bar so far. Next is the footer of the website. So scroll all the way down to the bottom and it's down here. So we'll go to the footer builder. Same situation, we have an image, which is called HTML1. It's just a widget. We've got our copyright, which is right here, and we have our footer menu, which is right here. If you want to change this to be your logo, just click on it, click on the picture, and click on the X button, and we're gonna click on the plus button and insert a media, which is a picture, and go ahead and just insert your black logo because it's gonna be a white background. And then you can click on it and drag from the corner and resize it like this so it's a little bit smaller. Perfect. The footer menu is automatically pulling the same thing as the header menu up here, so you don't need to change it because that's just your navigation. And then your copyright, you just click on it and you can literally type on your copyright right here. So go ahead and put in your own. Click on publish to save your work. Okay, so that is how you guys can edit your header, your footer, as well as the global colors. Lastly, what we're gonna do is just double check our mobile responsive mode. So we're gonna open up our website on a new tab and enter inside of Elementor just like we did earlier. And now we're gonna play around with this. Remember when I told you guys to click on these and double check that everything looks good? Well, when you go to desktop view, this looks fantastic. But you'll notice when I go to tablet or laptop view, it's a little big and crunched, and this is bigger than this text. So we gotta change it so this looks pretty much similar to this. And that's really easy to do. First of all, whenever you're editing mobile responsive modes, so different modes, whenever you click on something and you're about to change a setting, so let's go to the Style tab and click on Typography. Whenever you're about to change a setting, if you see this little icon right here that shows that you're only editing the tablet version, you will not make any changes to the other versions when you're editing that setting. So for example, if I make this huge, and go back to desktop, you'll see that it's still the same. So these are all 3 mutually exclusive settings. So we'll click on this text right here. We'll go to typography and let's reduce the size till it looks correct. So something like that. Click on the next text, style tab, typography. And again, we're just going to resize it till it looks correct. Same with the third one, style tab, typography. Reduce the size till it looks normal. And so now this version looks the same as this version. So let's go ahead and do the cell phone. Same thing. Click on the text, style, reduce the size. Click on the next one, style, reduce the size way more. So something like that. Click on this one, style, remove the size. So it's something small. Perfect. Hiking is the dream. Publish. Okay, so on desktop, everything looks good. So does laptop, and so does mobile. Click on mobile, and we'll scroll on down. It looks like the 3 sections stack on top of each other, and they look fantastic. So I don't need to make any changes. About section stacks great, and so does this section right here. Good to go. We double check the tablet version, make sure everything looks good. This looks good. Those look good. Okay, we're good. You would do the same thing for each individual page. And then once you're done, make sure you click publish to save your work, and you're done. That's all you're doing, is just making sure everything didn't get resized incorrectly for other modes. So we'll close out of Elementor. Okay, so that is how you guys customize your website, and that's pretty much the end of chapter 2. So now we're going to be moving on to the end of chapter 1. So now we're going to move on to chapter 2. All right, friends, congratulations on building your first affiliate marketing website. Chapter 1 is now complete. So now it's time to move on to chapter 2, which is everything to do with affiliate marketing for your website. I'm going to show you guys how to create blog posts, insert them into your website, sign up for affiliate programs, and then use those links that you get from those programs to insert into your posts and start making money. So let's get started. The first step inside of chapter 2 is to create a blog post. And this is incredibly easy. So I'm going to walk you guys through how to create a blog post from scratch and do it yourself. And then right after that, I'm also going to show you guys how to use AI to generate blog posts for you and do most of the legwork. Now, once AI generates a draft for you, you can modify it as much as you want. And if you do use AI for your blog post, I always recommend reading through it and modifying it heavily before posting it. I wouldn't just blindly post whatever AI gives you. All right, so in order to create a post inside of your WordPress dashboard, we're going to go over to the Post tab. It's pretty self-explanatory. And you're going to go ahead and click on Add New Post right here. Now, one other thing that we can do is click on All Posts, and we can see a list of all of the posts on our website. And you'll see there's a Hello World post by default that comes with WordPress. It's completely empty. Just trash it. Okay, so whenever you click on Add New Post right here, you get taken to a page that looks like this. Now, this page, this editor, is very similar to any text editor, document editor that you've ever seen, like Microsoft Word or something like that. The only thing that's different is you have to change your title. So just type in a title for this blog post. Let's just, I don't know, make something up. Top 5 reasons you need to get outdoors. I don't know, I'm just trying to make up a title. Then you click right here and you can instantly start typing whatever you want, right? Super simple. Let's go ahead and look at an example of a blog post. Let's open up a new tab and just search for something generic like something like this. So here's a blog, for example. Click on it, and this is going to be a blog post, as you can see, telling you all of these different, tips and tricks for hiking, right? This is a wonderful example of a blog post, and this is something that you should try to emulate. So first of all, you have a really engaging title, Hiking for Beginners, Essential Tips for Outdoor Pros, from an outdoor pro, right? So ours is also pretty eye-catching. 5 reasons why you need to get outdoors. It's not the best. I'm just kind of giving you guys some examples. Right after that, you'll usually have like a little subtitle. There's going to be like the author and some socials and stuff like that, which is automatically going to be generated after we already hit publish, so you don't have to worry about that. Next, there's always going to be some kind of a big old featured image on whatever blog post you're reading. And the way that we do that is we go over here to the right and you can set your featured image. So let's just pick this one right here, I guess, for lack of a better picture. And so now we have a featured image. And then next is where the text starts. And your layout for your blog post is very similar to a table of contents. You're usually going to have a big heading text right here and then some paragraphs to support it with maybe some pictures in between. So for example, big heading text, couple paragraphs. Big heading text, couple paragraphs, maybe a supporting picture. Here's another big heading text with some paragraphs. Heading text with some paragraphs and some bullet points to support its point, and an image. You guys get the idea. It's pretty simple to create a blog post if you really, really want to, right? So we can do the exact same thing here. So if you're writing this from scratch, for example, you would want to make sure that you know the difference between body text and heading text. So for example, you could hit the slash key and you can add a heading text, just like this. And so you would say, top 5 reasons why you need to get outdoors. The first one might be, get some vitamin D. And obviously you'd want to make sure you capitalize each one of your words. I'm just being super lazy right now, but get some vitamin D, enter. And then this is where you would add a whole bunch of text to try and explain why you need to get some vitamin D. So let me just open up a new tab really fast and just go dummy text, so I can get a quick paragraph of some dummy text to copy. You don't have to follow along with me. I'm just doing this so that you guys can visually see what I'm talking about. It's literally this easy to generate blog posts. So similar to this one, you have heading text with some dummy text, or not dummy text, but some content below. So we would do this, and then you might have, a little bit of text right here, a little bit of text right there, enter, there we go. So we've got our text paragraphs right here, and then you'd want another heading. And then we could do something like, top 5 reasons. So get some vitamin D. Maybe this one will be like, calms your soul or something. I don't know. Again, you'd want to capitalize your text here, but I'm just kind of going fast. And then we'd go another heading and so on, right? Third point. Oops, I hit the shift key. There we go. So third point, for example, VV. You guys get the idea. So this is how you would generate your blog posts, and you want to break them up as best as you can into smaller paragraphs so it's a lot easier to read, right? So you put this one right here, maybe enter, change this one. So you'd want to break these up a little bit. If you want to add a picture, it's super easy to do. You just say /image. Or if you don't want to do / all the time, let me show you. I'll just insert a picture really fast. Insert a picture like this, right? And so you can click on it and you can, where is it? Align it with, full width or something like this. So you guys can change it to be wide width. So you guys can do whatever you want right here. You can crop the image if you want to, for example. So that's how you guys can insert images. Let me go and just delete this one. But you can also hit the plus button and you have all of these widgets over here on the left-hand side that you can add, right? So if you want to add some bullet points, for example, you might literally just add like some text, enter, and then just do they have bullet points? Let's see, /list. That's what it is. And then you would say, that's the title or something, I'm assuming. Hit tab, there we go, and then you'd start typing, more bullet points. You do different bullet points by hitting tab again if you want to. You guys get the idea. So that's how you would add, a list into your blog post right here. I'm gonna click on the 3 dots and delete both of these because I don't really need them here. It's actually gonna take a lot longer to delete these, but you guys get the idea. There we go. So that's how you guys can generate blog posts on your own. You've got your generated image or your featured image, which is right here. You've got your text, right? You can insert images or whatever you guys want. Next, you can go over here to the right-hand side. You can click on categories, which there are no categories to select from. So you have to click on add new category, and we can just call this category. Let's just talk about, what is this one about? This is about 5 reasons to get outdoors. We just say this is a hiking category. So any blog posts about hiking would go into this category, and this one is saying get outdoors, so I'm just going to throw it into that category. But you could have one for hiking, one for fishing, one for hunting, one for, whatever you want. Or you could say outdoor, indoor, whatever category you can think of, you can create right here. And then you can also go down to tags, and you can add some tags. Basically, tags are like just think of any word that comes to mind when you think about the subject of this blog post that will help it be easily searchable by like a search bar or something like that. So, for example, this is about going outdoors, so I could say outdoors. I could say hiking. I could say, vitamin D. There's so many different tags you could add for this. Those are just a few examples. And then once you guys are done, you click on publish in the top right corner, click publish again, and then you can view the post right here, or from your main menu, you can just click on the view post button right here. And so now this is how the blog post is going to display on your website. And so you'll see we have the featured image, scroll down, leave a comment. You've got some breadcrumbs. It's created by me, which is the account that I'm logged into right now. It's just showing my email, but whatever account you're logged into would be what the author shows. So actually really fast, let me show you guys how to change that. You can say edit profile right here, and it'll let you edit your WordPress profile. And you can change your name to be Levi Hagen, and I can change my display name to be Levi Hagen, Levi, or Hagen Levi. If I choose Levi Hagen, which is pulling both of these together, and click on Save Changes or Update Profile, now, if I were to refresh this page, it should change to be Levi Hagen, as you can see. So the article is written by Levi Hagen. You can also choose to have your profile picture shown, but right now I don't have a profile picture, so you'd have to upload one, which would again be inside of editing your profile, but you get the idea. So it's in the hiking category. You can leave a comment right here, and you'll be able to post your comment so people can reply to your blog posts. But that's how you create a blog post, right? Super simple. Okay, so let's close out of that. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I use AI to speed up the process, right? Well, it's super simple. We're going to go over to the Hostinger tab and click on AI content with Creator. So this is how we're going to create blog posts using AI. And this is a lot better than using ChatGPT because it's automatically integrated into your website. And the second I say create, it'll create a blog post with pictures. It automatically creates categories, tags. It generates an image using AI as the featured image. And then all I have to do is click on publish and it will instantly publish it to my website. It's so much better than using ChatGPT. It's not even funny. And by the way, createaprowebsite.com/hostinger. This AI tool that we're using right here is only available, remember when I said at the beginning of the video, it's only available if you use the business plan right here for WordPress AI tools. It's not available if you go with the premium plan. So make sure you grab that business plan. But anyways, this is the coolest thing ever, by the way. Whenever you're generating blog posts, it makes this so easy. You get to choose what type of content you're making. Do you want web pages or posts? So I'm gonna say posts. We get to choose the tone of voice. Do I want neutral, formal, trustworthy, friendly, witty? I could do a combo of 3 of them if I wanted to. And then I can choose short, used for like video infographics or something, medium, balance, depth, readability, all that, or long, used for like high-ranking articles. So let's do long, because we want blog posts that are high-ranking articles. Then give it the main idea that you're looking for. So let's do something like this. So I'm basically giving it the idea that I want to talk about how important hiking boots are, maybe mention these 2 things, comfort and durability, and then say that this is all about how to find the best hiking boots for you. That's what this blog post is going to be about. I can add a keyword that I want it to focus on. So I'm going to say hiking boots and say create content. And so this is going to take a quick second, but I mean, when I say a quick second, I mean a quick second. It's going to generate an entire blog post already categorized, tagged up, and ready to go with a new image and everything. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. You can't do that with ChatGPT, but you can do it with the WordPress AI tool right here. So it's going to automatically create an image or find one that it wants to use. And as you can see, finding the best hiking boots, the ultimate guide for comfort and durability. It's got your heading text with some body texts here all the way down. I mean, it's a very long blog post. 2,444 or 2,445 words, 16,000 characters, almost 17,000 characters. You can edit as a draft, which will instantly take you back into where we were editing that post a second ago, or you can just post it immediately to your website, which I'm going to do. I do not recommend ever just posting whatever AI gives you. Like I said at the beginning of this step, always edit as a draft, but you can just publish if you want to. Actually, let me just edit as a draft real fast for you guys. Click on edit as a draft. It's not going to publish it live on your website. It's going to open it where you can actually make changes to it. And so now we're inside of the editor. Again, you've got your categories over here, which it automatically created one for outdoor gear. We have the tags, which it automatically only created 1. You could create more. It's got the image, which you could replace if you wanted to, which actually I am going to replace it. Let's pick one that's actually more boot related. I guess this one, I don't really have a really good picture for boot related pictures, but I don't think that's a good one. We'll just say hiking boots and we'll just pick one of a hiker. There we go. But you guys can also see the status is draft. It's not published on your website. So once you guys are done making changes to your blog post that you got from AI, which again, I strongly recommend heavily modifying it so that it comes from you. But once you do, click on publish just like you did a second ago, and now it is live on your website. And then we can view the post, which this post looks a lot better than mine, the one that I created, because there's a lot more information. But you'll notice how it's just text everywhere. You might want to add some pictures to break it up, but that is basically how you can use AI to generate blog posts, right? Off camera, I'm going to go ahead and add maybe 2 or 3 more. So let's close out of that tab right there. So off camera, I'll probably add like 2 or 3 more posts so that they show up using AI, but you guys get the idea. All right, so after you create a blog post, it's time to actually have it visible on your website. So I'm gonna show you guys how to add categories to your blog posts, and then you can add those categories to your navigation bar at the top of your website so that people can actually view your posts by category. All right, so the way that we're gonna insert blog posts into your navigation bar is via categories, all right? So if you guys remember earlier, if we go and view all of our posts, literally just a second ago, we created categories. Now, these categories were actually generated automatically by AI. Off camera, I went ahead and created a couple of these for you guys. But these categories were created via AI, right? But we did not create these on our own. So let me show you guys first how to create categories. So let's create a new category, and this will be hiking, I guess. You don't have to enter any information down here. Click on Add New Category. And it looks like we already have one created, but if you guys were to click on Add New Category, it would immediately create that category for you guys. So let me clear out of that for you. So now we have this hiking category. If I click on Edit, you'll see that the slug automatically gets generated. You don't have to worry about it. So we'll just click on Update to save, go back to categories. But anyways, that's how you create a category. If I wanted to create one for fishing, for example, which isn't a really good example for a hiking website, but just in case, click Add New Category, and now I have fishing as a category. You can see how many as a count blog posts are inside of that category, which right now hiking has 0. So now we're going to go back over to our blog posts and decide which blog posts go in what category. And the way you do that is either you could say quick edit, and you can choose which categories this blog post is going to be in, or you can select all of them. For example, I want all of these to be in hiking just so that they display on my website. And I would say edit as a bulk action. I'm editing 4 blog posts at a time, and I want all of them to be in the hiking category. Update. Okay. Well, now you'll see that I have hiking for all of them. So hiking, 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 hiking. So now that we have a category with our blog posts in it, let's go ahead and put that on our website. And the way we're going to do that is open up our website on a new tab. There's 2 ways of getting there. That's why I was thinking of which way I wanted to go. And then we'll click on customize. So now we're back inside of the customizer. And so if you guys remember, when we were building our website navigation, we went over to the header builder, and that's how we changed the color. But I'm going to show you guys how to go to the menus tab down here at the bottom. Click on main menu, remove this invalid one because it's the services page that we deleted. There we go. And so we have home about contact. There's home about contact. You can rearrange them, put contact in front if you want. Okay, it's being glitchy for some reason. That's awesome. It's not a sub item. There we go. You can rearrange them if you want, so you could put contact above about if you wanted, just by dragging and dropping. But what we're going to do is add a new item, go to categories, and we're going to choose the hiking category that we created. But you'll see all the other categories as well. So I can add the hiking category, and now we've got hiking. Okay, if it wants to stop glitching, that would be awesome. All right, let me refresh the page because it's being frustrating. All right, I'm going to refresh the page here for a second, and then we're going to edit the menu, and we're going to put hiking in front. There we go. We'll put about above contact. And you'll see that little gray dotted box. That's where you're supposed to put it. It's not supposed to be so glitchy, but it was just a second ago. Okay, so we've got our hiking category up here. So now people can look at hiking. We could also add a new category and say, you know, there's health and wellness, and then maybe outdoor gear, something like this. And we can move the about page to the bottom and the contact to the bottom. And so now we have all of these different categories that people can go to learn about blog posts, right? Click on publish to save your work. So now because these categories have blog posts in them, these blog posts will display whenever you click on them. So close out of that tab, just open up your website again. So now all you got to do is just click on hiking, for example, and here's all your blog posts. Right? And there's only 4 blog posts total. Click on health and wellness, and the exact same thing happens. I've got all of my health and wellness posts, which there's only 2 of them. If I go to outdoor gear, there's probably only going to be 1. Yep, there's only 1. And if I go to home, there's my home page. So that's how we're creating the blog, is we throw categories up into the navigation bar, and people can go and look at those categories of blog posts, right? So that's how you do it. Now, by the way, really fast, you guys remember earlier how it was glitching and I couldn't add that black and white logo up there? Well, just to make something clear, see how on a white background it's really easy to see my logo down here because it's black? The reason that I wanted that to be different, so if I go over here to customize really fast just to show you guys, you don't have to follow along. Well, actually, you probably should, but it's glitching because the website's in preview. It's always glitchy when you're in a preview of your website, but when my website would finally stop propagating, the preview will stop glitching. But do you guys remember when I was in the header builder and I said the primary logo goes here, and that should be black, right? So I can change it to the black one. And it's hard to see. So then what you do is you go to the transparent header and you change it to a different logo only when there's a transparent header like that. And whenever there's a transparent header, I want you to use this logo instead. And for some weird reason, it's glitching out because it would show right here. You could enable on the complete website and see if this works real fast just to show you. Nope, still glitching. All right, weird glitch. It's a caching issue. It could be an IP flush that I have to go do. It's something. It'll fix itself over time, but of course, when I'm recording this tutorial, you can even see it thinks it's there, but it's not there. And it happens. So ignore the glitch. But if I were to click publish right here, whenever there's a transparent header, it would use the white one. But whenever there is not a transparent header, for example, this white bar up here, as you can see, it's fixed, and now it's showing my black logo. So that's why earlier I wanted to show you transparent, use a different logo, but for the main website, use the black logo. And that's why it shows the black one on white. But if I was on my homepage, it would be showing the white one right here. But of course, you know, can't help a glitch, of course, while I'm recording my video. So you guys just have to work with me. But anyways, that being the case, that is how you guys can add your blog posts to your website, is by adding them through categories to your navigation. navigation menu up on top, right? So we'll go back to the home page. We can close out all these tabs and go back to the WordPress dashboard. Now it's time to show you how to sign up for affiliate links. Every affiliate program that you look for is going to be completely different for their sign up process. Essentially, the process is just going to be going to somebody's website that you want to partner with and then looking for the affiliate option by checking either their footer of the website or by searching for the company name in the search bar and then putting affiliate program right behind it. And then whatever the next steps are they're going to require you to do in order to sign up for the program, just go ahead and follow those. Once you do, you'll have the option to create products with links attached to them. I'll show you guys the basic steps of how to do this with Amazon so that you guys can understand what the process kind of looks like and you can go and partner with whatever company you want. So in order to get our Amazon affiliate program, what we're going to do is go to a new tab and search for Amazon affiliate. Well, actually there's two ways. So let me show you. First of all, the first way that you can look for any affiliate program with any company is literally just go to their website like this, and then you'll drop down to the very bottom to be a footer. And again, in their footer, you'll see right here, become an affiliate, takes me to this page. Or if you can't find it in the footer, go and search that company name and then just go with affiliate program, just like this. And Amazon Associates, exact same page. Do you guys see how I did that? There's two of the same page. Okay, so that's how you would find affiliate programs. You know, if you want to go do it for Sony, you want to do it for Nike, Under Armour, you want to do it for a camera that you use for your YouTube channel, whatever the case may be, go and look for that company, see if they have an affiliate program, and then you'd go through the steps similar to what I'm about to do right now. Okay, so first you're going to click on sign up. Oh, but before you click on sign up, it's really important to know you have to select what region you're going to be doing your affiliate program in. So I'm going to be in the United States, but I'm going to do it here. You have to do, if you're going to do multiple regions, you have to do multiple accounts here. So United States is what I'm going to do. Sign up. You're going to sign in with your Amazon account right here and then click on continue. All right, and then next you have to sign in obviously with your password. All right, and then you have to double check with the code that they send you, so I'll be right back. Okay, so once you fill out that screen, well, when you sign in, you'll be met with this one where it says your account information, which is the same account information that you use when you're buying stuff. So it should be good to go. And you'll just say that I'm the payee listed above, and you'll say next. And then after that, you have to enter in your website that you're going to be using. So let's go ahead and go and grab our website, which technically is in preview mode right now. So what we might have to do is actually go to Hostinger, but we can actually just type it in ourselves. So let's just type it in just like that, and then click on add. And then we click next. All right, and then next it's gonna ask if any of these sources are for people that are under 13 years of age, and we're just gonna say no because my website's for anybody. Click on confirm. All right, and so next, this is pretty much the last bit of information you're gonna enter, and then you're ready to go. So the requirement is just having an Amazon account, and if you don't have one, you just go create one, it's easy. But now we just have to enter in this stuff. So first is your preferred associate store ID, so basically just what's gonna show up on your billing information when people, you know, buy something from your store. So let's just go something like this, CAPW Hiking Dream. Tell us about what kind of content you create. So we'll just say that it's a blog about everything related to hiking and being outdoorsy. It's going to ask what kind of content or what of the following describes you best. And we'll just say a blog because that's obviously what we're building. How did you hear about us? And you can just do from online search or from whatever you guys want. Well, I'm just going to say online search. And then lastly, you just have to enter in your information that you see right here. So for me, it's THF55F. And so we'll put that in. And then you agree to the terms of service and click on finish. All right, and congratulations, you have your unique associate ID that comes for your affiliate program. And so now you can choose if you want to enter in your tax information now or later, which I'm just going to do later, so I don't have to do it on camera, but you would click now and then you'd enter in your own personal tax information. So it's probably going to ask for your social or something like that. But as you can see, I can't get paid until I submit my tax information. So it's going to ask for either your social, or if you're doing this for like a corporate account, then you have to do like your business tax EIN number or something like that. So just make sure you fill out your tax information on your own, and then you're done. All right, so we have a blog post and we have an affiliate link. So let me show you guys how to put that affiliate link into your blog post so that you guys can start making sales. All right, so now let me actually show you how to grab a link and insert it into your website, right? And so the way that affiliate links work is you're going to get a special link from Amazon, and I'll show you how to do that. And then that's how you get paid. So let me show you guys what to do. Now that we've finished setting up our affiliate program account, we can now just go ahead and open up Amazon. And as long as you log into that account, which I'm already logged in, you'll see this new bar pop up on the top. And you'll see that it says Amazon Associates right here. This is my affiliate bar. So now all I have to do is just go search for something like hiking boots. And I can look through all the products here and decide on which product I want, right? So let me just go ahead and paste this one in because this is the product that I was looking at earlier. So this is a hiking boot that I want to recommend as a product on my blog post. So what I'm going to do is go up here to my admin bar or my associate bar, click on text for getting a link, and this is my new affiliate link. You can do the full link, which is huge, or you can do the short link. Either one works. So how this works is this is a special link. It's not the same thing as this URL up here. This is the public URL that anyone can go to and buy, and you're not gonna get any money for it. You need to take this URL and go and paste it onto your website so that when someone clicks on a button that has this URL in it, it will take them to this page, but then Amazon knows that because they went to this URL and not this URL, that you were responsible for it, and that's how you get paid, okay? So don't copy this one, you need to copy this one. So you click on text, get your link, and then you would click on get link right here. Okay, so that's how things are supposed to work. Now here's the deal. This button is grayed out because I did not finish my tax information, and they can't give me an affiliate link until I fill out my tax information, which I'm just too lazy to do for right now. But once you guys fill out your tax information, this button would be good to go, and you'd be able to copy your link and get it. Now you can't just do what I'm about to do like this. You can't just do this and hit copy like this, right? You can't just copy this URL because it hasn't been activated yet. When you hit this yellow button, get link, it's going to activate it inside of your Amazon account so that now Amazon knows when someone goes to this link to pay you. But because this link isn't activated and I didn't click this button, this link won't do anything, if that makes any sense. So for example, if I open it right now, it is going to redirect to the product, but it's not going to actually count as a price or as a payment towards you, a commission sale. So just make sure you fill out your tax information and then you'll be able to hit the get link button and it will actually work. But just so that you can pretend with me, I'm going to just go ahead and copy this massive public URL. And we're going to pretend like this URL is my Amazon affiliate link. Okay. So you click on get link and you're done. Now we can go back into our website and actually paste the link into our blog post. So this is how you do it. You would go over to your blog posts, right? And you get to pick which blog post you're going to put this into. I'm going to pick the one that's on boots. So this boots one right here. And I'll say edit. And so from here, there's two different ways. Well, I mean, there's actually a lot of different ways that you can insert links. So for example, if we go back and we do the best hiking tips and tricks again, and we go to this blog post, I wonder if they have any affiliate links. Let's just look through here really fast. Let's see, best Joshua Tree hikes. If I click on this, okay, so that's just a link to another one of their blog posts. Let's see. You'll usually have links like this literally in the text where you're just like, oh, using a gear checklist is a great way to ensure nothing important gets left behind. And then if you click on this link, it's going to be a link to a checklist. Yeah, so here is a checklist that you can use on someone else's website. So that's an example, not of an affiliate link, but just of a link in their blog post, right? You keep going, you'll find a ton more of those links everywhere. I was wondering if I'd see affiliate links, but it doesn't look like it. So let's go best hiking backpacks for men, for example. And let's find another, here we go. So this is another blog post, but there's definitely going to be some affiliate links. Yeah, so here's an affiliate link. As an example, they made it bullet points to just say, hey, well, wait, hang on. These are tent sleeping bags. If I click on this, yeah, okay. So these are just different blog posts. I take that back. But you can look and see right here, they literally just say, oh, here's a good one. You can look at the reviews right here, or you can just click on this and it's going to take you straight to Amazon, I bet. Okay, well, it's REI instead. But you'll notice that this is their affiliate link, right? Actually, you can see right there, AFF, I bet that means that's their short code for affiliate link, or AL right here. But that being the case, that's an affiliate link right there. Here's another example of an affiliate link, but they just made it into like a little product section where you can see the bag, the price and everything. But if I say view men's, I bet you it's going to take to REI. Yeah, so it takes me straight to REI. So this is an example of having a picture, text, and a button. And then these are examples of just using a link. And you can do both. So let's do that on our website. The first example would be, oh, you really like a boot for durability. You know, you hit enter right here. And you would say, you know, let's do another subheading maybe, or we'll just do text and we'll just say, you know, that we recommend, enter in your image first. So let's put in an image, media library. I'll take my boot picture that I totally didn't inappropriately screenshot from Amazon, but just for the example today, I'm putting in a picture of my boot. And then right underneath my boot, which I could crop if I wanted to or resize. If I wanted to, I guess I could crop over here or something like that. I could add text over the image or something like that. But then right underneath this, you could add in your button, for example. Let's search for one because I don't see it at the moment. Oh, there it is, button. So we'll add it underneath. And then this button, using the same colors as your website, will say, buy on Amazon, right there. Oops, Control Z. There we go. And that is how you would put in a link to your post. Let's click on save and preview the changes. Oh, forgive me, don't preview yet. We have to actually edit the button first, and we have to add the link, which the link is that affiliate link that we just copied right here. So this is the affiliate link, hit get link, and then you would paste that right here. And so now save, preview your blog post. So now someone's on your website, they went to the hiking tab, they're looking at your boots blog post, and they're like, wow, this is all really good information. I wish I could buy a boot. And they go, oh wait, you recommend this boot right here? Click buy on Amazon, and it would take them straight to this product, and it was using your affiliate link, so you would get paid, okay? So that's option one. Another option that you could say would be, this is a great boot or durability, for durability, that's hilarious, for durability that we recommend. Well, then you could highlight great boot, say apply a link right here. Oh, hang on. Not that, just kidding. So great boot right here. And how do we add a link just to that text right here? All right, well, you get the idea. You would add a link, and it looks like it's gonna highlight the whole line. And then we would paste, the link that we just got from Amazon. And we save, and let's go preview again. And so now as they're reading the blog post, you might have this link right here, great boot. Okay, so it did take the text. See how the rest of this isn't a link, but this is? So I'd be reading and it says, here's a great boot for durability. And they click on it. And again, it would take them to the product that you have. So that is how you're gonna add these links to your blog posts, just like this. So now that we have it added, we can close out and go back to our dashboard. All right, friends, in this video, I showed you guys how to set up your affiliate marketing website. Now, this isn't necessarily a tutorial on affiliate marketing. It's just on how to build the website. Now, if you guys want a guide to getting started with affiliate marketing, where I tell you guys things like how to get the right products, how to choose between different types of products, how to write compelling blog posts, and so much more, go ahead and check out this video right here, where I give you a full guide walking you through every step of the way. I hope to see you guys in the next video.